Hey guys, my name's Colin.
And my name's Dylan.
And welcome to another episode of Mic Check, KU's local music talent spotlight.
And I must say, we are more than excited to have a great band like Lastronaut in the studio with us today.
So without further ado, performing their first song, Separation Anxiety, this is Lastronaut. Hey guys, welcome back to Mic Check. And Dylan and I are sitting down with four very extraordinarily talented musicians, Lastronaut. And guys, if you just want to introduce yourself and your main instrument that you play in the band.
My name's Kyle and I play guitar.
I'm Zach, I play drums.
My name's Pat, I play guitar.
I'm John, I play bass.
How did you guys meet? What's the story behind your band?
Through Reading's open mic
Okay.
scene, notably the Silo.
Okay.
R.I.P. Hopefully not for long. Who knows?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
We'll
it's
see.
a shame, it's a shame.
Yeah, but we worked at the open mic together and
Pretty
met
much where we
there
just
and-
started playing music, where we figured out that this is what we all enjoyed playing.
Right. So you just basically almost started jamming in a sense. And
Yeah, I
kind of
mean,
went from there.
Zach ran it, so between
Yeah.
acts or if nobody was there to sign up, we would just go up and mess around.
We had all been playing in different bands at the time. Like, we're all playing different instruments in different bands.
Yeah.
But that was kind of the place where, like, the whole Reading scene would come together.
Yeah.
And eventually it just turned into, we play in this
Yeah,
band.
it's a shame about this island. Hopefully, like you said, hopefully not for long.
Our home away from home.
And Dylan, I think that you and I can both agree that these guys are one of the most unique bands that we have
It's awesome.
ever had on Mic Check. And we both saw them perform at Kutztown's Battle of the Bands this past spring, and we were just blown away. So it's such a pleasure to be sitting down with you guys right now. And I'd like to ask you guys how you started to play the kind of spacey, trippy
What
music.
is the genre you
Yeah,
guys? One genre you guys would consider yourself to fit in? Because I feel like there's a couple that you guys can
It's
kind of.
progressive?
Yeah.
Post-rock is the...
Yeah,
Post-rock,
progressive
okay,
or
okay.
post-rock.
We didn't even know what that meant when we first started playing. Somebody said, I was like, what? No, we're not.
Yeah.
We called it space rock when we started playing.
Space
Yeah.
rock, that's what I would say. Yeah.
But that seems to be the general term, is post-rock.
We're kind of all over the place. Like, I listen to a lot of jazz, a lot of, like, singer-songwriter stuff. I used to listen, like, when we had started this band, me and Pat were, like, listening to exclusively, like, breakdown metal. And we used to just get together and, like, play breakdowns and have a good time. And then, so the influences are just, for me, are everywhere.
Yeah, I've been all over the place. I don't know. I mean, I guess my influences in like this style of music would be like Mogwai and like Godspeed You Black Emperor. I don't know. I'm really into this band right now called Maudlin of the Well. They claim to meditate into astral projections and bring their parts back with them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, 'cause, hey, you couldn't tell. But I have to ask though, specifically guitar-wise, I hear a lot of the Edge from U2. Do you guys listen to U2?
It's not so much listening. I think
Yeah.
it's just it's that way of filling the space not with notes but with the reverberation of the note you
That's
played.
I think it's like a collective gathering of everywhere we've been in music coming out. I mean, this is the first band we've been in that's like natural for all of us.
Yeah.
So.
And you guys said, I found it interesting before we interviewed here, just talking to you, that you kind of get a lot of your influences from bands you've played with and bands you know. So you just constantly, seems to me like you're just constantly listening and learning from not only bands you hear, let's say on the radio, but also from bands you play with as well. Is that correct? Or
It's so much. I mean, we're all pretty seasoned open mic musicians too, so we've just had so many influences of people we've played with and things we've picked up along our way that like we know what feels
right
to us.
I would say it's more inspiration for all of us.
Yeah.
All of us in the scene we play and all the bands we play with. We all just kind of respect and
feed
support
each other and,
Yeah.
and take each other. Reading's a very interesting town in the sense that there's a lot of bands doing, kind of outside of the norm
there is, it
things,
really
and we're
is.
all kind of pushing each other and influencing each other and supporting each other.
So
and-
that's what a local music scene is all about,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are definitely
it's like a
outside the
dingy
norm.
little
Yeah.
Austin.
Yeah.
Well, we have got to take a short break right now on Mic Check, but when we come back, we're going to be hearing more from Lastronaut, so stay tuned.
Performing their second song of the day, here is Lastronaut with Car Chase. Now, just kind of touching on your stage performance. Now, obviously you guys don't have lead singer. You're just an instrumental band, which I think is so cool because it's different, of course, and it grabs people's attention. But one thing I noticed is that, I mean, just in the studio here today, when you guys are playing and at Battle of the Bands, people are almost entranced by your performance. What do you guys do on stage? What do you like kind of bring musically as well as performance-wise that kind of gets people like? You think it's just the music, or is it with the lights? What is it? I just noticed that today. It's really cool.
I think it's just the idea of like, here's a moment, hang out in it. It's a lack of like, when someone's singing at you, they're telling you what to think about what they're presenting to you in a way, so we're just like, it's yours now,
Okay. So you kind of letting the audience take what they want from the moment.
Yeah, it's just about the music. Like, we're as much a part of the music as people listening to it.
Yeah, pedal-wise for the guitar players, lots and lots of what else do you have up there in your rig?
I have 2 reverbs and a distortion that I use most of the time, and a couple other ones, the phase shifter and a EQ pedal that I use every now and then just for coloring effects. But
yeah, and it's definitely these guys are a band that don't use effects as a crutch. They use them.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like there's a fine line between bands that use them as a crutch and bands that use it to their potential. And
that was one of the things that drew me to Pat's playing with the effects, is that he uses them more musically than a lot of people do. He's not trying, like, he uses those echoes to create space in between.
Do you guys have any like hobbies, or what do you guys do
you guys like
outside?
I like to walk to the top of wooded things.
You like to, okay, yeah, just get away.
Yeah.
So you said you like being outside, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So you like fall better, like now?
I get to whatever it is.
Whatever works?
I get to.
Got flannel on.
Got to keep the core warm. That's how your arms stay.
Even though it's like 100 degrees right now in the studio. So talking about social media-wise, you guys have the Facebook, SoundCloud, or
Twitter,
Reverb Nation. What do you guys?
We have Bandcamp. First Records on there, and you can go on there and check it out, stream it for free.
Okay.
That's what we
Stream
do.
for free, or name your price download on
that's great.
on Bandcamp.
Cool.
It's a great thing to do.
The last song we do is going to be on our new EP that we're working on right now. It's almost done. We're hoping for like Christmas, New Year release on that.
So you have one album.
Conversations and Frequency is available, for free on Bandcamp.
And then you have one coming out, hopefully, holiday.
Tentatively titled With Every Passing Moment.
Cool. Very cool.
And people will be able to pay whatever.
Yeah, name your price on Bandcamp for Conversations and Frequency. Yep. Name your price.
And when we come back, we're going to be hearing more from Lastronaut, so stay tuned.
Hey guys, Haley here with your Mic Check Music News. According to Nielsen SoundScan, Pearl Jam has now grabbed its 5th #1 album on the Billboard 200. The album Lightning Bolt is top of the charts as it sells 166,000 copies in its first week. So who did Pearl Jam overrule to get the top spot? Well, no other than the Wrecking Ball herself, Miley Cyrus. Her album Bangers now falls to #2 on the charts. Coming in at #3 is Paul McCartney with his new album sales of 67,000 copies in its first week. Claiming the 4th spot on the Billboard 200 is Drake with his album Nothing Was the Same. Drake has been a consistent contender on the charts for the past 4 weeks, but we'll have to see if he can keep the spot another week. And rounding out your top 5 albums to listen to this week is the Avett Brothers with their album Magpie and the Dandelion. This has been their 2nd largest week of sales ever. Keep an eye out for Katy Perry's new album, which might steal one of the top spots next week. In other news, legendary British invasion rock band The Who has decided that they're going to call it quits and retire after their 50th anniversary tour in 2015. And on a sadder note, Lou Reed, guitarist and singer for the Velvet Underground, passed away on October 27th. He was 71. Thanks for tuning in for your Mic Check Music News update. Now let's head back to the stage.
Performing their final song, Since We Won't Speak Before the End of the World, I give you, once again, Lastronaut.